While star defensive end Chase Young was generally neutralized, no tackles, 2 quarterback hurries. The Heisman Trophy candidate, one of the 3 for the Buckeyes, was pleased with the result. Now, offensively, Justin Fields, 14 of 25, 302 yards, 4 touchdowns, plus the defining moment for the season as Fields, after re-aggravating a knee injury in the 3rd quarter, re-entered the game and threw a Disney-worthy touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson.
I thought it was a magical moment. I thought that it was a Heisman moment, for him to go down, take that injury. He gets, puts the brace on, comes back out, and then makes a throw that we didn't design that way. There were some plays that we designed that played out just the way we thought they would today. That was not one of them. And for him to ad-lib, make a play, and then make that throw going to his left, that's about as good as a throw I've seen in a long time. He put it right in the back of the end zone, and that just goes to show you what's inside of him. His heart, his character, and his competitive toughness is as good as I've ever been around.
Coach Day emphasizes toughness, so I wanted to show the team I was tough, and I just got out there and played the game. I give all the credit to God. I mean, without him, I'd be nothing. So just the hard work I think the whole team puts in the week, and I think it just pays off. So in the weight room, in the training room, off the field, just all of that combines and just goes into the game.
Right when he went down, I seen him, and I said a prayer real quick just to make sure he was all right. And then we were driving the ball. We have confidence in Chris and his ability to make plays. And then when the touchdown happened, I was like, "Where's Jugs at?" I didn't realize Justin threw it, but that was awesome just to see his toughness and perseverance in the game and his ability to come back in and do what he did.
Definitely, Justin. He's definitely. I feel like he's the best quarterback in the country, and I think he just put on that show today. You definitely see his toughness. He's just. I love Justin, and he's definitely leading us right now.
I'm not satisfied. I'm not even close to being satisfied. I just feel like there's so much more I can prove, my God-given talents. I feel like a lot of people are overlooking it.
But he just had a look in his eye today that he was not going to be denied. It was the same look as our offensive line, too. Tight ends, receivers. I mean, they all kind of had that look today, but J.K. ran hard.
Yeah, it was tough because obviously I was debating if I wanted to come back Penn State, Team Up North, or Big Ten Championship, one of those. But I felt something inside of me that said this should be the one, and I'm very happy that I made that decision.
In a game like this, you gotta step up. In a game like this, you gotta come together. When adversity strikes, you gotta grab each other's hands and you gotta go to work. And I felt like we did that very well today, and we executed that very well. There's still a lot of things that we need to work on, and we're gonna get back to the drawing board come tomorrow.
It feels great, just continuing the legacy, of this great Ohio State tradition. And, we're just going to try to, keep it moving and keep it rolling the next week.
After the game, we caught up with the Blades' Kyle Rowland to talk about Ohio State's 2nd straight dominating victory over the Michigan Wolverines. Kyle, 119 points against a very good Michigan defense over the last 2 years. We saw Ohio State winning this game, and I think you even said you might see this becoming a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, it was possible, not probable. I mean, I really am shocked that it was just complete ownership once again for Ohio State. First half, there were obviously some issues with the defense, completely shut Michigan down in the second half, and obviously Ohio State's offense just hummed all day long. J.K. Dobbins, historic game, became the 4th Ohio State running back to have 200 yards rushing against Michigan. The first, I believe, to have 4 rushing touchdowns against Michigan. Justin Fields was great. Just everything clicked once again. It was kind of a repeat of last year's game, except Michigan's offense just wasn't as good and had some major turnovers in the both halves, actually.
Shea Patterson fumbled in the 2nd quarter, a big turning point. And I think another one of the statistics that sticks out to me, 3rd downs. Michigan 2 of 13, Ohio State 9 of 15.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you lose games. There's a couple things I thought that happened that you see that, well, that's why teams don't win big games, or that's why teams do win big games. The sequence of turnovers was one of them. The 3rd downs that you mentioned, definitely one of them. And Jim Harbaugh's questionable 2 field goals that absolutely you had to go for. You're not going to beat Ohio State in this game with field goals. You knew they were going to score a bunch of points. I did not agree with those calls at all. But the fumble by Patterson, and then Michigan holds them on that possession, and Khaleke Hudson jumps offside on the punt, so Ohio State keeps the ball, and then the next play is a long pass, and the next play after that was a touchdown. By far the biggest sequence of the game. It just felt like Michigan never really got big in it after that.
often the Ohio State-Michigan game comes down to a buzzword or two, and I think we're going to look back on this game and think of two things. First thing, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, it was kind of his coming out party. Everyone's known how good he was going to be. He's had a little flash here and there against Nebraska and a few weeks ago, but he was dynamite today, and did also have a critical turnover that could have been a disaster on the punt. But yeah, I mean, he's a 5-star guy, and he's going to be someone who I think makes an impact going forward this season in the college football playoff for Ohio State.
And the other moment that's going to live on in infamy for Michigan Wolverines, in glory for Ohio State Buckeyes, is Justin Fields coming out of the medical tent, the new brace, first play in, hits Garrett Wilson for the touchdown pass.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty incredible. When he went down, it looked very serious. I kind of was watching Ryan Day. Obviously, I couldn't see exactly what's going on in the press box. But the way Day kind of nonchalantly walked away, I thought maybe it wasn't as serious. And then obviously he spent a few plays in the medical tent. But he comes out on a play. Not only does he hit this perfect long pass in the corner of the end zone, but he did it on the run with this huge bulky brace after he had been hit. So, yeah, it was just a play that people will always remember in this rivalry.